2025 has been an interesting year, to say the least, but a lot has been going on at the Digital Tolkien Project, and in this video I'm going to give a whirlwind overview of 10 things that have happened this year. 1. The Tolkien Society Awards. After 3 years of being shortlisted, the Digital Tolkien Project won the 2025 Tolkien Society Award for Best Online Content. It's always a fantastic collection of projects and websites on the shortlist, and always an honour to be included among them. Be sure to check out past winners in all categories and join the Tolkien Society to vote next year. 2. Westmoot. I had the pleasure of giving a talk on the state of the Digital Tolkien Project at the very first Westmoot this year in Kansas City. Westmoot is the Tolkien Society's new US conference, and it's being held next year in Minnesota in May, with registration and the call for papers currently open. 3. A dynamic reader with maps. One thing I showed during my Westmoot talk was this reading environment that builds on annotations of the places mentioned in a text and dynamically displays them on a map. You can also click on the map and see where in the text the place is mentioned. Now, this idea works not just for places, but people as well. For example, family trees and other relationships between people could be displayed as those people are mentioned in the text. Now, obviously, this reader can't be made publicly available as is with this text for copyright reasons, but it's a concept I plan to continue to develop and apply to a wide range of texts in the future. 4. Subprojects Page. One of the things we've long struggled with is getting people up to speed on the variety of different subprojects we're working on at the Digital Tolkien Project. I talk about them during the update videos, but people shouldn't have to dig through 10 hours of videos to find out about something they might like to get involved in. So we've built this subprojects page, categorizing the different things we're working on, and thanks to core team member Jenny Starstuff, there are links directly to the timecodes in videos where I talk about each subproject. Everything is summarized in this table on the homepage, which links to the sections on the subproject page. 5. Rimbë. Rimbë is our crowdsourced annotation platform, and for a couple of years now we've been annotating the characters and locations in The Lord of the Rings at the paragraph level. In 2026 you'll start to see the results of this monumental effort, but a huge shout out as always to the incredible work of Robin Propst, Ken Herndon and Lisa Tritcher, who are doing the bulk of the annotation work. We always welcome others to get involved too. 6. Homebase. Probably our biggest new launch of 2025 is Homebase, the beginnings of our attempt to structure, annotate and present the wealth of information contained in the history of Middle-earth. We've been trying to deal with the complexities of the text in those volumes for many years, but I think we've finally come up with an approach that works. Jenny Starstuff and I have been annotating different text types to distinguish the words of Tolkien from Christopher and others. We're visualizing the manuscript history behind each text that Christopher presents, and we're enabling fine-grained search that distinguishes text types, so you can see where things appear in notes as opposed to manuscript or typescript transcriptions. There's lots more planned over the coming years, but some good information is already available, so be sure to check out the website and the dedicated launch video for more information. 7. The Tolkien Glossary. The Tolkien Glossary has a few incremental features this year, including the rug plot visualization being extended from not only individual words, but tags as well, so you can see where some more general lexical phenomenon happens within a text. We've also made it easier to see where in the text you are by hovering and seeing the chapter name and count. We've started incorporating our earlier name index, so proper names are tagged whether they're a person or a place, and so on. We've also tagged words that are part of names, as you can see here. 8. Arda Pronunciation. We've been improving the pronunciation code in the Python library Arda to be able to generate the pronunciation of Elvish and other invented words in the International Phonetic Alphabet. Eventually we'll include this information in the Tolkien Glossary. We've also been generating IPA for all the English words too, so stay tuned to that not only being added to the glossary, but also on the poetry site to systematically explore metre, rhyme and alliteration. 9. Timelines. We don't have anything to show yet, but we're back working on timelines. That includes both tracking detailed date and time information in the texts in Rimbë and also building out our interactive timelines website. Stay tuned for a launch sometime in 2026, and of course, let us know if you'd like to be involved. 10. The Tolkien Books Database. We're finally ready to launch a prototype of our books database based on the bibliographic modelling we've been working on for a number of years. We'll be providing identifiers as part of the linked open data project, and we'll make machine actionable data available as well as a simple site to browse information on editions, impressions, covers, and more. And one last thing. The tools and approaches being developed at the Digital Tolkien Project can be applied to a wide range of texts, and some of our team members are involved in related projects for other authors. Recently, Jenny Starstuff and I launched Project Amaze, a site dedicated to textual and scientific analysis of Andy Weir's book, Project Hail Mary, which is soon to be a major motion picture starring Ryan Gosling. One of the exciting things is that tools built for Project Amaze will be used back at the Digital Tolkien Project. So for example, Project Amaze has the ability to search the text in direct speech by speaker, something that isn't available yet in Search Tolkien, but will be very soon. I'm also involved in a Digital Le Guin project that will be doing for the works of Ursula K. Le Guin many of the things the DTP does for Tolkien. And that's all being done with the support of the Le Guin estate. Lots of exciting announcements coming up there. So thanks for joining me on this whirlwind tour through some of our activities in 2025. Subscribe to stay up to date, be sure to check out our various websites, and if interested in being involved, please join our Discord. See you in 2026.